I'm 51 years old, and if I lost everything, had to start over in my 50s, here's exactly how I would do it, step by step. And trust me, it's not what you probably think. Now, most people in their 40s and 50s believe that starting over means working twice as hard in order to be able to catch up. But the truth is, it's about working smarter, leveraging your experience, and avoiding the mistakes that keep most people stuck. And starting a business today is nothing like what it was 20 or 30 years ago. The rules have changed, the way people buy, the way businesses grow, everything is completely different. And if you're relying on outdated strategies, then you're setting yourself up for years of struggle and heartache. But here's the good news. In your 40s and 50s, you already have an advantage that most young entrepreneurs don't. Experience, better decision making, and a network of connections. You just need to apply them in the right way. So what would I do differently if I was starting from scratch? What's the fastest, most effective way to build a profitable business in today's world, especially for someone at midlife? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking it all down for you, step by step. And stick around to the end, because step number 5 is a game changer, one that I wish I'd known a lot sooner. So let's get into it. Now, if I could go back in time, the first thing I'd fix wouldn't be my business strategy. It would be my mindset. You see, when I started, I was focused on the wrong things, products and services and working harder, hustling, right? But what I didn't realize was that business success is 80% mindset and only 20% strategy. The biggest mistake I made was thinking like an employee instead of an entrepreneur. Employees trade time for money, right? Entrepreneurs create systems that make money for them, whether they're working or not. And the key to making that shift? Leverage. Most people believe that the path to success is grinding harder, but the truth is, it's about building smarter. So instead of trying to do everything yourself, ask yourself, how can I automate this? How can I outsource this? How can I delegate this? How can I scale beyond my personal time being invested? And when I finally understood this, everything changed. I stopped being the worker in my business and I started being the builder of systems. So if you're starting over, your first priority isn't picking a business idea. It's actually rewiring how you think about business in general. Because once you shift your mindset, every decision you make moving forward will be smarter and faster, and it'll be more effective as well. And here's the real humdinger, people. The moment you shift your mindset, every decision that you make moving forward will be smarter and faster and more effective. So let's get on to choosing the right business model, particularly for those of us at midlife. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I made early on was choosing the wrong business model. You see, most people think that starting a business means one of two things. First up, selling physical products, which obviously requires inventory and shipping and fulfillment, and obviously a lot of high overhead as well. Or number 2, opening a traditional service-based business, which is obviously going to be time-consuming and pretty hard, particularly at first, to scale. Now, I will say both of those ideas can work, but there are smarter, faster ways to build a business in today's world, especially if you're starting fresh at midlife. The best business models today are low cost to start, high profit margin based, and scalable beyond your personal time. So here are 3 business models that I'd focus on if I was starting all over today. Number 1 is coaching and consulting. Now, if you've got years of experience in any field, you can package that knowledge and help others for premium rates. And the best part here is that you don't need a product. You just need your expertise. Number 2 are digital products and online courses. So instead of trading time for money, you create something once, whether it's an ebook or an online course or some sort of training, and you sell it over and over again. This is how you turn your knowledge into true passive income. And number 3 is content and affiliate marketing. So think social media and YouTube. They've changed the game entirely. By building an audience and recommending the right products, you can make money without ever actually selling anything specifically directly. Now, if I'd have known about these high profit, low overhead models a little earlier on, I would have, without a doubt, got involved with them a lot earlier and made money faster with probably a lot less stress. So once you pick the right business model, the next step is building your personal brand, because in today's world, your reputation is your biggest asset and people want to do business with other people. Now, I want to make this really, really clear. If I was starting from scratch today, the first thing that I would build wouldn't be a business. It would be my personal brand, because people buy from people, not companies. If you have trust, you've got influence. And if you've got influence, you can sell pretty much anything. And here's how you do it. You share what you know. Post short videos or write LinkedIn posts or even start a YouTube channel. You can engage in the right circles, join online groups and attend industry conferences and events and connect with other people. You can document your journey. People love learning from someone 1 or 2 steps ahead of them. And once your personal brand is in place, the next move is then leveraging the right relationships to grow even faster. And that brings me to the power of smart networking. So who you know is just as important as what you know. The right connections open doors. The right mentor can save you years of trial and error. So if you haven't thought about it yet, think about joining a mastermind, a little like maybe my roundtable mastermind, or engage in online communities, but offer value first. Always offer value first. I wasted years trying to figure it all out on my own. But once I started learning from successful people and collaborating with them, my business grew 10 times faster. So now let's talk a little bit about that one strategy that changed everything. And that is the realization that hard work alone won't make you successful. Scalable systems will. Everything that makes running my businesses easier today comes from the systems and the processes that we put together yesterday or last month or even last year. So if we think about digital products, we create them once and we sell them over and over again. We earn forever, right? Or automated lead generation. Customers will come to you because the process is feeding those leads, so to speak. It's creating those leads, making sure that you're bringing in leads every single day. What about hiring freelancers? This allows you to work on your growth yourself and staying in your zone of genius. So if something lands on your desk and it's not in your zone of genius, the first thing you should be doing is saying to yourself, where's that system? Where's that process for me to be able to delegate this out to a freelancer or even a member of my team that's already on board? This one step alone will allow you to buy back your time hour by hour, day by day, week by week as the year goes on. And I spent way too many years doing everything myself. The thing was, once I built those systems, I started making more money while working a lot less. So let's do a little bit of a wrap up, shall we? Number 1, fix your mindset. Number 2, choose the right business model for you. Number 3, build a personal brand. Number 4, start networking properly. And number 5, implement those systems. Now, if you're in your 40s and your 50s, here's a solid, stark piece of advice for you. It's not too late. It's not too late to build a thriving business or to have impact with your work or create cool things and market and sell them to people around the world. It's not too late. You just need to work smarter rather than harder. If this video helped you, please do make sure that you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for any future videos as well. And on the subject of subscribing, along with my weekly YouTube videos here, I also publish a weekly email newsletter. It's called Future Proof. So if you're an entrepreneur that wants to build your business based around sustainability and balance and not burnout, then I'd love for you to think about subscribing. There's a link in the description below to subscribe to Future Proof as well. So here's to you in your 40s and 50s and all that midlife splendor. I hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of the day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.